Good morning, everyone. I used to think that patience was just about waiting, standing in long queues, sitting in traffic, waiting for a call that never came, holding back anger when someone wronged you. It sounded passive, dull, maybe even weak. In a world that glorifies speed, hustle, and instant results, patience seemed out of place. A relic of a slower time, but then life happened, and it taught me that patience is not passive. Patience is power. Patience is holding your breath when the world feels like it's closing in, trusting that air will return. It's carrying your broken dreams through the night, trusting that the morning will come. It's believing in your worth when nobody else seems to see it. It's staying rooted in chaos. It's fighting a silent war inside your soul and still choosing not to give up. This is not just a motivational article. This is a story, a soul-opening reflection. This is about everything life has ever taught me about patience, and everything you might see in yourself by the time you reach the last word, the waiting room of life. I remember being 23 and feeling like my life was on pause. I had dreams bigger than words could carry. I had notebooks full of ideas, plans mapped out to the letter. But everything around me was still. No breakthroughs. No applause. Just silence. Endless, echoing silence. Friends were moving forward, new jobs, travel, relationships. And there I was, stuck. Doubting every choice I had made. Wondering if I was wasting my life. I kept asking life, when is it going to be my turn? But life didn't answer. It just watched me, and in that silence, something subtle happened. I began to listen. Not to the noise of the world, but to the whisper of my own soul. I started to realize that maybe the waiting wasn't a punishment. Maybe it was a preparation. Patience isn't just waiting. It's who you become while you wait, because sometimes, life makes you wait so it can make you ready. The seed beneath the soil. Do you know how a seed grows? It doesn't sprout the second you plant it. No. First, it disappears. It sinks into darkness. It buries itself in silence. Days pass. Maybe weeks. From the outside, nothing seems to be happening, but underground, everything is happening. The roots are taking shape. The foundation is being built. Strength is being forged in silence. That's how life taught me patience, because the moments when nothing seemed to be happening, that was the soil. That was the dark cocoon where my roots were growing. My identity. My strength. My vision. Life was not ignoring me. It was preparing me. So if you feel buried right now, please remember this. You are not dead. You are a seed. And your time to rise is coming, the pain of watching others rise. Let's be honest, one of the hardest parts about being patient is watching others get what you've been praying for. You see someone succeed, and instead of feeling happy, you feel something gnawing inside. Not envy, not hate, just ache. Because you wonder, why not me? You wonder if you're doing something wrong. You wonder if you're invisible. I've been there. I've scrolled through feeds, watched others celebrate, and wondered when I would get to celebrate too. I've cried silently while clapping for others. I've whispered congratulations with a heart full of questions, and you know what patience taught me? It's okay to ache. It's okay to feel left behind. But never let that ache turn into bitterness. Their win is not your loss. Life isn't a race, it's a garden. We all bloom in our own time. And the sun that shines on them today will find its way to you too. Keep watering your dream when everything breaks. And you still choose to stay. Let me tell you about one of the darkest nights of my life. It was a year when nothing worked. Projects failed. My health declined. People I loved walked away. I felt like life was stripping everything I had worked for. I was angry, hurt, tired. And I remember sitting alone one night, looking at my reflection and thinking, what if I just quit? What if I stop trying? But somewhere, deep inside, something whispered, stay. Not because things were okay. Not because I had hope. But because something told me this wasn't the end. That maybe, just maybe, the pain had a purpose. Patience doesn't mean you always feel strong. Sometimes it means crying in the shower, then getting up and facing the day anyway. It means choosing to stay, even when you don't know why. That's when I realized, the strongest people are not the ones who never break. They're the ones who break. But still continue. Time is not the enemy. We treat time like a villain. We say things like, I'm running out of time. I'm too late. I should be further by now. But what if time is not the enemy? What if time is the sculptor? Think about it. Anything precious takes time. Diamonds are made under pressure, over years. Mountains are formed by slow erosion. Babies grow in silence for 9 long months before they take their first breath. Why then do we expect our dreams to arrive instantly? Life taught me to stop rushing, because rushing ruins miracles. You miss lessons when you try to skip seasons. You rob yourself of beauty when you demand instant answers. The things that last are the things that took time. Be patient with the process. Be patient with yourself. The myth of arrival. Here's another thing life taught me. There is no final destination. I used to think, if I can just get there, then I'll be happy. There equals success, fame, peace, wealth, love, whatever the next big thing was. But the more I achieved, the more I realized, there's always another there. The finish line keeps moving, so what's the point? The point is this: patience teaches you to love the journey, not the destination, because this moment, yes, even the hard one, is part of your story. It matters. It's shaping you. And if you're always chasing the next thing, you miss the miracle of now. Patience is presence. It's finding peace in progress. It's breathing deeply where you are, even if where you are isn't where you want to be. Silent growth. Growth rarely makes noise. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't always feel like progress. Sometimes it feels like falling apart. Like failure. Like nothing's happening, but then you look back and realize you've changed. You're stronger. Wiser. Softer in some places, tougher in others. More grounded. More real. That's the gift of patience. It doesn't always give you what you want, but it gives you what you need. You grow in patience because life forces you to stop pretending, to sit with your emotions, to meet yourself. And that's where the deepest transformation happens, not when you're rushing, but when you're still, trusting the invisible. Faith and patience go hand in hand. You don't need patience if you know the outcome. You need patience when everything is uncertain, when there are no guarantees, when you're walking in the dark. And that's where faith comes in. You trust, not because it makes sense, but because your soul says, keep going. You trust that what's meant for you is coming. You trust that your effort matters, that your weight is not wasted. Life taught me to trust even when I can't trace, to walk even when the path isn't clear. To believe, not because I see the evidence, but because I feel the truth. That's patience at its core. Unwavering trust in the timing of your life, letting go of control. Control is the enemy of patience. We want things our way, our time, our terms. And when life doesn't obey, we get angry, anxious, desperate. But life isn't something you control. It's something you collaborate with. And patience taught me to let go, to surrender the illusion of control, to stop forcing outcomes, to trust the flow of things. It taught me that sometimes, the best thing I can do is breathe. Let go. Allow. Let life surprise me, becoming who I was meant to be. In the end, patience didn't just change my outcomes. It changed me. It made me kinder, more compassionate, more grounded, more real. It helped me see beauty in small things, strength in silence, faith in struggle. It made me fall in love with life, not just the highlights, but the in-between moments. The messy, raw, unseen parts. Patience is the art of becoming, and I'm still becoming. Every day, if you're waiting, you're growing. If you're in a season of waiting right now, I see you. If nothing is happening the way you hoped, I understand, but please know this: you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not failing. You are growing, and one day, you look back at this season and realize it was one of the most important of your life. Because it taught you who you are. It built something inside you that no one can take away, so keep going, keep trusting, and remember, patience is not weakness, patience is wisdom. Patience is the quiet strength that carries dreams from the unseen into the real, and life, though often slow, can work out in your favor only if you're patient. If this video reignited something in you, comment, "I can exercise patience," like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this today. I remain your friend Clement.